Hey everyone, so I have a package here, and I just got this in the mail today, and it's another Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty. So this is one I bought to add to my collection. I bought it from an online retailer, and the reason I'm making this video today is because when I'm buying putty, I read a lot of reviews, and in those reviews, I'll often see a lot of people saying, my putty was damaged, my putty was defective, my putty was dried out. And often they'll share photos as well. And when I look at the photos and I see these, remarks about the putty condition, that's not the case. The putty is not damaged, it's not defective, it's not dried out. It's actually something fairly normal that occurs with the putties when they come in the mail. And that's why I have this package here, completely still sealed, just got it today. And I'm going to show, because I'm expecting this to be quite a mess. So yeah, this has been in transit for, I don't know, about 8 days or so. It's beat up. It's probably been tossed all over the place. It's a light package and different temperatures, So here, let's get right into it. Of course, I'm ripping the packing label there. Fun thing to do. We don't need that. We'll put that off to the side. Okay. And this is, yes, one of my Phantom putties. So as you guys know, I do love these putties quite a bit. And this is one I was missing. So I wanted to add to my collection. But again, we're going to get right into this. I won't waste too much time. I'll make a review of this later. But I'm expecting this to be a royal mess. And I think it's going to help illustrate that your putty is not defective, not damaged. Just might require kind of getting it back together because it gets separated, it gets tossed around. These putties, they're not solids. They have some viscosity. So if they're upside down, everything kind of seeps to the bottom. If it's sideways, if it's different temperatures, like when it's hotter, it gets a little softer. When it's colder, it gets a little firmer. So let's try to get this open. And already, usually the usually the lids are really easy to get off. And this is something else I see a lot of comments say, is that I couldn't get the lid off. I need a screwdriver. Again, this is all very normal the first time you get it. Keep in mind, this putty's been tossed all over in delivery. It's going to be a little bit iffy looking when you first open it, but that's okay. It really is. I've gotten tons of putty, and often they do come a little messy looking like this. Okay, it's slowly coming. I am having to use quite a bit of force here. Okay. Okay, so there it is. That is really unappealing, right? These are exactly, this here is exactly what the photos often look like in the reviews, where people will say, my putty's defective, it was dried up, something's wrong with it, and that's not the case. This is a perfectly fine putty. About half the time I order these, I have around 50 in my collection, Thinking putties. I'd say about half the time, because I order online, they do come looking like this. But all you need to do is just kind of work at it a little bit. I know that's kind of a bummer. It's like you just want to be able to have it come all nice and neat. And they do oftentimes, like I said, it's about 50-50. It depends where you buy it from, how old of a putty. This is a older putty from their line. So again, I bought it from an online retailer, not Crazy Aaron's official store, but just another store that does sell the putty. And yeah, I'm having to work at this here. So the bottom came out there really nice, but still some stuck in here. And then the real challenge of this is there is a glow charger in here. So that's another thing where, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to be peeling it off here for quite a bit. See, I mean, you can see here, the putty, there's a good amount just all stuck on here. And this is actually not too bad. Sometimes I've gotten these and they're like really, really sticky, really hard to peel off. This is actually coming off pretty easy, but I'll spend, it only takes maybe 10 minutes or so to just get as much of this putty off as I can. And make sure it's all good. I probably won't get all of it off now just for the sake of this video. Trying to get this open. It's not going to let me, maybe with all the putty on there. There we go. But, I'll probably come back after this video and just get the rest of it off. But yeah, I mean, this is how people, they post photos, and I definitely get the concern. The first time I saw something like this, I'm like, what is that? That's so weird. I mean, that can't be right. But You know, it definitely is. There's nothing wrong with this putty. I mean, already just kind of putting it back together here, it's beautiful, perfect. Feels just like every other putty, stretches amazing. You know, this you might have to kind of, you know, just scratch out a little bit and get the rest of that off, you know, slowly but surely. And before you know it, this putty will be perfect. It'll look like a amazing, beautiful putty, as they all do. But yeah, I mean, this is good. I mean, we can even test out. This is one of those phantoms that glows in the light and glows in the dark. I mean, we got our little UV light here. It's working good. I mean, I like it. It's perfect. I'm really excited to add this one to my collection. But again, you know, if this is how your putty comes, and I'm going to work on this and get this all cleaned up, you know, just take 5-10 minutes. It's perfectly fine putty. It's not defective. It's not damaged. It's not dried out or anything like that. It definitely looked iffy. I'll give it that. But I mean, already here, perfect. And it's, you know, as I add this into it as well, sometimes if you even do this, it picks it up. You know, I'm getting some of it actually picked up there. Like here, we could probably do it on this piece. See, picked up a nice little chunk there. Got that one. And I'll just come back and clean up some of these with my nail and put it all together. But the other thing too I'll mention really quickly is that if you ever do have concerns about your putties, just message Crazy Aaron's customer support. I've had a great experience working with them. They've always been super helpful when I've had questions about the putty, just with like the functionality. And there was one putty I had, it was a hide inside where I was one of the pieces got broken. For the 6 guys, they have like 6 little hidden guys in there, and one was broken, and they sent me out some replacement pieces. So yeah, if you ever have questions, if you think your putty's really off, you know, even maybe different than what we've seen here today, just send them a message and I'm sure they'll be able to help you guys out. But yeah, just wanted to make that video. Hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed this video, I would definitely appreciate a like on the video. Subscribe to see more videos like this, but that'll be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon.